Hi Capricorns, this is your general energy reading for the week of July 20th through the 24th. I will be getting clarity on a situation that you'll be dealing with that week, and then afterwards I'll get some advice from your guides. To start off, the overall energy for this reading is the Reverse Magician. So you're trying not to connect with someone, this Jack of all trades type of connection. This is someone that you're trying to avoid. For the recent past, you have the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So you did recently connect to this connection, this magician, this Queen of Wands. Reconnect with them after experiencing some struggles, difficulties, hardships. And after connecting with them, you decide you no longer want to move forward with this connection. Maybe you were finding disappointments with it. And it's leading you to bringing it into the stagnation of not wanting to move on from it through acceptance, letting go of any regrets. For the immediate future, you have the Page of Cups, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the World card. So you weren't able to gain clarity from this Queen of Wands connection. This could be sometimes having unrealistic expectations regarding this connection. And that led to unhappy news or discouragement that's been causing you to struggle or have some difficulties, hardships. But not able to get the clarity you want or seeking from this connection. It causes some setbacks, delays in the positive changes you were trying to make by not moving forward with this connection. It could be a long distance connection for you, some of you. And that's leading you to a lack of completion, not finishing what you set out to complete. For the immediate outcome, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Fool card, and the Eight of Pentacles. After a loss of control, taking the wrong path, giving your power away by trying to connect to this Queen of Wands for clarity, after having decided you no longer wanted to commit to moving forward with receiving unhappy news or discouraging news that's causing you to struggle. After that loss of control, it's causing a leap of faith or no longer wanting to commit to moving away from this connection, leading to not putting any effort or focus into bringing it into a cycle through acceptance. I went ahead and pulled a few clarification cards to get a clear picture of what's going on underneath for you. For the overall energy, the Magician, you have the Tower, the Fool card, and the Six of Cups. So you're trying not to connect to the magician, this connection of yours, regarding a past situation. This could be bad memories that you're having, or this connection could be keeping you stuck in the past. After making a foolish mistake, a thoughtless action, some type of not taking something seriously enough, possibly. After avoiding or delaying the inevitable of a situation. For the recent past, for the Five of Pentacles, you have the King of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. So you were experiencing some difficulties, struggles, some hardships after intentionally missing out on an opportunity to connect to this Queen of Wands, after a loss of interest, desire, enthusiasm for connecting to, this could be, for some of you, a healer. Or this could be a spouse. For the Three of Wands, you have the Devil, the Hierophant, the Judgment. So deciding no longer to want to move forward with this connection, because of moving forward with this connection, to receive judgment, or this could be an announcement from a higher power. After no longer wanting to make a formal commitment to connecting to an alternative spiritual source or connection. So that you can remain free and independent from forming a toxic connection or a toxic habit, addiction. For the Four of Cups, you have the Four of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So you're really seizing the opportunity to bring it into this stagnation of not being able to move away from this connection. And bringing into the stagnation through awareness after receiving an unequal exchange of energy, an unequal give and take situation. You could be receiving a lack of support, help, or unreliable help and support by coming together with this connection for stability. For the immediate future, for the Page of Cups, you have the Hangman, the World card, and the Six of Swords. And after not being able to gain clarity or having unrealistic expectations regarding this connection, after receiving some discouraging news, unhappy news, after having trouble moving away from an unstable connection, after not being able to successfully complete what you started out to do, by detaching from this connection because of a refusal to let go. For the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers. And because of not having unrealistic expectations and not being able to get the clarity you were seeking with this connection, it's causing some delays or setbacks to moving away from this connection, to disconnecting or separating from this partnership. After missing out on an opportunity or intentionally not accepting an offer, an opportunity to connect to this alternative spiritual source, and even not making a formal commitment to it. After a loss of faith that you would be able to remain free or independent from this toxic connection or addiction or toxic habit forming, staying free from it, from forming a habit to it. You will start to lose faith that you might have be able to find the mental strength to stay free or remain independent from it. For the World card, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Hermit. And that leads to a lack of completion, not finishing the cycle that you set out to complete after ignoring the warning signs or not listening to your own inner guidance, after gaining some self-awareness about it. And you didn't complete the cycle, what you set out to do, bring it into the chapter by not listening to your inner guidance and not connecting with this connection for advice and guidance. To not connect to them after you overindulged in this unreliable help and support, this unequal exchange of energy, by committing to meeting with them, this connection for happiness and stability. For the immediate outcome, for the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Temperance card, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. After this loss of control, after not wanting to commit to moving forward with unhappy news or discouraging news that was been causing you to struggle, and you no longer wanted to commit to that struggle. There could be some unreliability in the news you were getting as well that was causing you to struggle. After trying to separate, but maybe delaying or postponing taking any action, so that you can find balance within this connection. After trying to gain peace of mind through detaching from this connection. For the Full card, you have the Nine of Swords, the Empress, and the Wheel of Fortune. So this loss of control is taking a leap of faith and no longer wanting to commit commit to moving away from this connection. So there's a new beginning here, okay? There's a new beginning, a fresh start. Having to start at the beginning of delays, setbacks, to the positive changes you were trying to make by moving away from this connection, this partnership. So you're no longer wanting to commit to moving away from that, so it's creating more delays and setbacks to this partnership after you had decided to not connect to this alternative connection, alternative spiritual connection, so that you could bring it into the crisis of consciousness, this bring it into the anxiety, stress, worry, and happiness over because of loss of faith and being able to remain independent and free from forming an addiction or forming a toxic connection. There's a new beginning and half of delaying the positive changes you were trying to make by moving away from this partnership. And it leads to not putting any effort into completing what you set out to complete. You have the King of Wands, the Strength card, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is deciding not to put any focus or effort into long-term stability. By not connecting to this connection for guidance and advice. And ignoring your own inner wisdom and guidance and self-awareness. After regaining your strength, maybe even courage, but you're able to regain your strength after connecting to this connection, after reconnecting with them through a collaboration for stability. Now let's see what your guides have to say. Any advice, guidance for the Capricorns watching? Clearing. Choice, reflections, decisions, commitment. To reach for something greater, first let go of what's in your hand. For every new ambition, relationship, or opportunity you seek at this time, there's something that must be eliminated to make way for this new experience. Current routines, habits, people, or commitments must be released so that you can be open to new energies coming in. Your helper guides are present, urging you to identify what must go. Be honest and objective, and do not hold on to what no longer serves you. Be realistic and thoughtful in clearing the way for the new to enter. You will move towards success by discarding everything that does not align with who you are becoming today. Even though the universe supports your heart's desires, you cannot bypass the work necessary to bring these desires and dreams into manifestation. For example, if you want to become healthier and more agile, stand, stretch, and do yoga instead of sitting all day. If you want to work for yourself, stop procrastinating or oversleeping and get up with the early light of the morning and start your day. If you want to attract new, more uplifting relationships, let go of past heartbreaks and disappointments and invite new and better suited people into your life. And that is it for the Capricorn reading, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.